Hi guys, it's me, Kelly, bringing you another great review. This time, Masters of the Universe Castaspella. Casta comes in your standard window box, like all of the other Masters of the Universe classics. She is showing that she's part of the Princess of Power fraction, which actually should be the Great Rebellion sticker. So you might have to go back if you're a mint on card and want the Great Rebellion. Find your Great Rebellion stickers that came last year. On the back, we see members of the Great Rebellion, including Adora, Frosta, Natasha, Shira, and Bo, and we get a brand new bio. Casta's been one of those that people have been wanting for a while. So, when she made her appearance at New York Toy Fair, everyone was thrilled. Here, Natasha is in the style guide / filmation, colors, and outfit. Unlike her counterpart in the 80s, which came with an all-gold outfit, including a different hair sculpt, the Four Horsemen decided to stay true style guide, which Filmation used in the cartoon series. Her face is beautifully sculpted, giving her the older appearance in the face because she is one of the older characters in the Great Rebellion, about the same age as Queen Angela, since she is the Empress of Mysticor. The head does go up and down and left and right. The oversized collar that she has does not hinder any of the head articulation, which is great. The collar is done in the orange. Her arms are fully articulated. The hair does hinder somewhat of the articulation, but not too much. She does have the bicep joint and the elbow joint, and the wrists do swivel. She does have on her left hand the spellcaster's hand, which is in a gummy plastic, not as gummy as Catra's, which is a good thing. She does turn at the waist, though mine is extremely tight. In fact, I don't want to force it too much. So, but it is articulated there. Her legs do move out, and it is wide enough for her to sit on Swiftwind, Battlecat easily. The skirt does not prevent her from that. She can easily go into a sitting pose, so if she wants to be in the Wind Raider, she could. Yes, she does have joints at the knee. There's no boot cut, and the older style of boots. Luckily mine aren't too loose, so I'm not too bad on that. But I do need to talk a little bit about the costume. This is going to my Princess of Power love of Filmation, that I'm being a little nitpicky. Up at the top, where there's a black or a pewter gem, that should be a bright crystal-like gem in a yellow, not that dot. Yes, I'm being fussy because there's not many females. Our rebellion's finally getting some numbers, and these are the dolls that I loved as a child. Otherwise, I'm not too upset with the paint job. I know they did her in more of a classic style, muting down some of the colors, which for me is good, though I wish the boots were just a little brighter. I mean, mine look a little too dull. And on her gauntlets, I wish they would have used more of a metallic orange for her two gems there. I know, being very nitpicky, but she does come with some accessories. First is this detachable disc, which I never liked her with the disc in the 80s. I still don't like her with the disc in the classics, but I do have to give it to the Four Horsemen, where they made it where the disc will not be hindered by the hair. It does still swirl very easily, and they found a way to sculpt the background so it looks like the reflective disc that she had on the vintage figure. When you look closely at the disc itself, right around the inner circle, it's a little deeper, and because of that, the hair doesn't stop the disc when it's turning. That's a nice little feature. Plus, using a C-clamp, I can make sure she looks like her Filmation version instead of her toy. And she also comes with her transparent shield, which can only go on really the left hand, which is her spellcaster hand. When you put it on the right, it looks a little weird because all the female shields have the C-clamps, one small, one big, to go on the right arm. And for the gem, it is cast in the same transparent yellow instead of a bright yellow to look like a real gem. But this is probably my favorite accessory, and I'm a little upset with the news that we're not getting any more weapons packs, because I would have loved to seen this in other colors to be used with some of our other magic witches and sorceresses, and that is the Blast. It easily slips onto her right hand, which is the spellcaster hand. It slides in very, very tight, so if you turned her upside down or sideways, it won't fall off. She looks great using it. And if you wanted to put it on her right hand, so you can put her shield on the correct hand, the only hand that it will fit, it does take a little bit of work because it wasn't really designed to go on a closed hand, but you can get it to go on the other hand. Boy, does she look mean with her head pointed down shooting that. So how does she stand up to the original? Well, had to go into my toy box. Here's my original Castaspella. There were two variants of the vintage. I have the full boot, and the second variant had her skin showing in that lightning bolt pattern. I did lose my skirt over the years, but I wanted to talk. First, here's that disc. It was part of the sculpt. It did come off, It was on a little peg where you can see the hole in her back. Here's the hologram that is definitely mimicked in the new one very nicely. That when it does spin, it almost does give that shimmer effect. They did keep the same exact pattern, and as you can see, here's the stone that I was talking about. Even in Filmation, she did have that brighter stone, and I wished the Four Horsemen could have done it. I did like that they did not just give us the standard hair. You can tell mine was well played with as a little girl. And they made sure her face, this was the toy face, and the classics, and you're probably seeing up there the Filmation face. That I'm glad they went with the Filmation face. Unfortunately, over the years, I did lose some of her accessories, but she basically also came with a shield and I believe a sword going back. So the updated Casta, I think I could see Prince Adam of my figures running like crazy. Is worth looking for. She is a rebel that most people have been asking for a while. She does add into that little love triangle, though I think every woman on Etheria did fall in love with Prince Adam. And she did cast a spell to get him to come through her magic pool. Yes, she's one of the older figures. We got to even see her younger, knowing that she was with Shadow Weaver as a child. They both studied magic together. So that even gives us an age range on Shadow Weaver, because we got to see her as Light Spinner. But we also got to see Casta as an old woman, and only with the help of Bo and Adora, of course Shira, was she able to break the spell and return to her beautiful self as Empress of Mysticor. Till next time.